Hey guys, what's going on? This is Charles at Corona Geek, and this weekend I got to go to RTX 2015 in Austin. And whether you wanted to take your picture with a YouTube star, or maybe you wanted to experience a little bit of virtual reality, or maybe you were just interested in a good old platformer game, there were lots of great things to see and experience. And one of the things that I saw was a way to turn your digital goods into physical goods. So here's an interview that I did with the founder of a company that actually 3D prints game pieces.
Hey guys, what's going on? We're here at RTX 2015 and I'm here with Todd Porter from Necrovirus. And he's going to tell us all about turning your virtual games into actual physical assets. So Todd, tell us how this thing works.
Well, BoardCraft was built, Necrovirus is built on the BoardCraft engine, and BoardCraft was built to allow people to create their own board games that they could then 3D print. And the idea behind it was we really knew that 3D printing would unlock a tremendous amount of abilities for people who are gamers, who are miniature gamers or role-playing gamers or just board gamers that want to have their pieces not be flat terrain pieces but be actual and three-dimensional. And you'll see all the examples of that from our fantasy tiles to our Necrovirus game. These are big tiles and a lot of plastic. And the interesting thing is we have been starting to reach out to developers who have franchises that they may want to move to 3D. We're the experts at getting the models into 3D and making them print, and we actually have an expertise too in making it into a compelling game that will resonate with players. A lot of games that don't directly translate from digital because they're expected to be long form, in other words, play for many days. And what we can do is take that concept and boil it down into a game that plays about an hour and a half, which is 99% of what people want to play. And we can make it very compelling. And you'll see from the images, what we also can do is make that look incredibly beautiful. It all plugs into the same system so that whenever anybody buys a tile in the system, they're buying something they can use in another game. So they can actually make their own games. If they want to make a zombie game with Necrovirus tiles that happens in the Civil War era, they can blend the tiles together and they'll all work together. They all plug into the same bases. It's kind of like a universal Monopoly for adults, we like to call it. But it also keeps the gaming surface together, and it really does help when you're gaming that way.
Well, there you go. You heard it here. You know, John Romero said one of the hardest things that app developers are facing is coming up with something that's unique, that nobody's ever seen before, right? And why not take something that you've already created or create a whole brand new board game, then turn it into, have a companion app that goes along with it, and then you don't even have to worry about it being something that's out there that's just a copycat. You create something unique and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, John and I started Ion Storm together, and so I know John very well. And Tom Hall, I, and Jerry O'Flaherty started that company in Dallas. John is a brilliant guy. He sees into the future far more than anybody else does. I'm sure if he saw this, he would go nuts. I'd love to bring Quake and Doom to our system. I think there's to be amazing titles on the system. And I think, in the end, it really is all about, well, I always say one thing, and that is that, what's better than virtual reality? Reality. And I think getting kids and adults to play around a tabletop again is amazingly freeing. And when you develop on a 3D printer, like the other day, we decided we were going to come up with a mission for Necrovirus, and we wanted a train that was crashed and ruined on the tracks. So at 10 o'clock in the morning, we designed the trains. By noon, we'd printed the parts, and by 2 o'clock, we were playing that game at the convention. And the people were introducing them to a brand new gaming experience, and it happened in a matter of hours, turned into a physical form. So it truly is magical.
All right, well, there you go. It's magical, so you got to check it out. All right, where can people find more information?
You want to go to Necrovirus on Kickstarter. We're into our second week on Kickstarter. A lot of different levels. The most important thing is if you're at the $50 level or above, you get the digital assets for all the models that you see. The dungeon tiles, the Necrovirus tiles, but also we're going to be introducing new tiles every week, and you'll get the assets to those too. If you want to go higher, you can actually buy the plastic that will be shipped to you, so you can buy all the models shipped to you. So it's all available, Necrovirus on Kickstarter.
So there you go. Go check out Necrovirus on Kickstarter. There's going to be a link in the description below that you can go check that out. And if you are looking for a unique and interesting way to add value to your digital game, your app, then this is definitely a way to do it. And you could also, if you wanted to, just create a companion app to go with a physical game. It doesn't have to necessarily start out as a game or as an app first. It can become a board game that has a companion app that people can either download for free or they could purchase to play the game. So it's an interesting concept. It's something you should definitely check out. So check out Necrovirus on Kickstarter, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.
For everything in our system, so you can print this, you can print everything.